More than 900 Ukrainian soldiers have reportedly been taken to a former prison colony in the Russian-controlled Donetsk region. The fighters are those who had surrendered from the Azovstal steel plant in Mariupol. But a pro-Russian separatist leader says that there are more than 1,000 troops still holed up there. It's preventing Moscow from declaring the full capture of the pummelled port city. Ukraine's defense ministry says that it will do everything necessary to rescue them. Elsewhere, the first Russian soldier to be tried for war crimes has expressed regret in a court in Kyiv. 21-year-old Vadim Shishimarin faces a life sentence after he pleaded guilty to shooting an unarmed elderly civilian in the first days of the invasion. He says that he was ordered to do it. 2 other Russian soldiers are due to go on trial for similar offences. For more, Kieran McQuillan joins us live now from Lviv, Ukraine. Kieran, Russian soldiers are on trial for these war crimes. How is Kyiv going to conduct the prosecutions of those accused?
Well, the Prosecutor General of this country, Irina Vivitonda, said that they were going to be tried for violating laws and customs of war combined with premeditated murder. Now, this is a new statute that's on the Ukrainian statute book since this invasion began on the 24th of February. Now, as you mentioned there, the trial of 2 more Russians has, in fact, we believe, got underway in the city of Poltava. That's about 120 kilometers from Kharkiv. Alexander Bobkin and Alexander Ivanov appeared in the courtroom this morning. They were charged with shelling civilian areas in the Kharkiv area with Grad missiles. Bobkin told the court that his unit had been notified that it would be holding exercises with the Belarusian army. Then they were diverted to Ukraine and ordered to shell Kharkiv. Now, they're the 2nd and 3rd Russian soldiers to go on trial during the war, following the trial that's in its 2nd day now in Kiev of Vadim Shishimarin. Now, he pleaded guilty to the murder of a 62-year-old civilian in the northeastern Sumy region. Today, he met in the witness stand the wife of, or the widow of the deceased man, and he asked her for forgiveness. Russians, for their part, are also said to be preparing war crimes charges against Ukrainians. Indeed, some of those fighters that have come out of the Azovstal plant in Mariupol are said to be facing charges, as they are also being held as prisoners of war.
Kieran, the Red Cross says that it's registered what it says are hundreds of Ukrainian prisoners of war from the Azovstal steel plant in Mariupol. But do we have a clear sense at all of what's going to happen to them now?
Yes, that's right. The International Committee of the Red Cross issued a statement this morning saying that they had registered these prisoners of war. That means that the organisation now has details of their names and where they're being held. Now, they don't have the exact details of the location. The ICRC came under a lot of criticism here in Ukraine a few months ago for opening up an office in Rostov-on-Don, which is the nearest Russian administration centre. And it is possible, indeed, that some of the leaders of the Azovstal brigade and the fighters that are being held in that Donetsk region could be brought to Rostov-on-Don to face some sort of war crimes trials. Now, some rare body cam images have emerged from Mariupol in the height of the campaign. It's from inside a hospital in March, when Mariupol was at the height of its besiegement by the Russians. The medic name called Irina Pavetska captured these images inside the hospital on her body cam. She was later herself captured by the Russians and was last seen on Russian TV on March the 21st as a captive. She was handcuffed and with bruises on her faces. They are indeed remarkable images, which the Associated Press was able to acquire earlier. Now, there are still no firm numbers about how many Azovstal fighters are still held up in that plant down in Mariupol. This morning, the leader of the separatist Donetsk People's Republic, Denis Pushilin, said that there could be up to 1,000.
Kieran, thank you for that update. Kieran McQuillan there in Lviv.